Okay, today it is time for my or your anime slash manga eye tutorial. I know it's taken me quite a while to get this to you, but well, better late than never. So let's get started. Here I have just a basic sketch pad. You can find these relatively anywhere. It's white paper, and yeah, so we're going to get started right here. Nice and clean. And now, normally when drawing eyes, I would use a mechanical pencil similar to this. And, just for lighter lines, and I like using mechanical instead of just like a basic wooden pencil, because you could draw sharper, and it's easier for details, especially with eyes. And when you're drawing, actual characters standing up, you can, have wrinkles in their clothing, and it's better for detail. And that's normally what I would use for drawing an eye, and that's what I recommend you use to draw an eye. Not to say it's the best way to draw an eye, but it, in my opinion, is the easiest tool to use. But today we're actually using one of these. This is a Sharpie pen, and it's a very dark pen, and I'm using it because it turns out very well on paper, and you could see it good on the camera. But I don't recommend you using a pen, because you're going to need to erase. If you mess up on a line, you're going to want to erase it, and I'm probably going to mess up a little bit on the eye and need to erase. But yeah, with using this pen, my lines tend not to look as sharp and less detailed. I'm also using, I'm holding the camera with my left hand, so it's kind of hard to get control. So my lines will look a little sloppy, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, let's just get started with step one. Okay, so step one is the most simple step, and that is a slightly arched line like that. You don't have to draw it exactly like that. This is just, a basic input on what it should look like. Again, I'm using a pen here, so it's not going to look as good as I want it to. And if I had an eraser, I would, erase some of these, sloppy lines down here, but whatever. Just refine it a little bit, get it nice and sharp, get it one solid shade, and, yeah. Step two, you want to drop a line here, and just carefully drop that. You want that to look real nice, and try to make it as refined as possible, because that is the actual eye. You don't want your eyes to look all sloppy and lopsided or anything like that. You want to drop another line here. Now the spacing between these lines vary. You can have a wide eye or a very slim eye. This is just kind of a basic eye. I don't really like the way this is turning out. Normally I would put this line around, drop it down around here, which I didn't do, but whatever. The wider it is, the longer you need to make this line, and I can just edit that a little here and just add a little bit more to the eye. But yeah, simple as that. Now we're going to go to step three as I refine these. By the way, I'm kind of a perfectionist. I really like everything perfect, and it kind of bothers me when just a line is slightly out of place, but it's not that big of a deal. Step three is another easy step. You want to just draw a line that covers the bottom. This isn't a necessary step. Some eyes don't even have this, and what you would do is just connect these two. They would go down and create a circular, connection there. But most of my eyes that I draw, especially male eyes, by the way, this is a male eye, they usually have a line in the bottom, which is like, I guess, bottom lash line. I don't know what you would really call it. Yeah, I just think it adds more of a simple elegancy that makes it just pop more and look sharper and just more realistic. but not hyper realistic or anything like that. This eye right here is more towards like the romance genre of eyes. If you were drawing like shonen style, like action, it would be a lot sharper and a lot less circular, and it would be more of a triangulated. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I guess I can make another tutorial if you want about how to draw, sharper, more toned eyes. But it's time to get on to the next step. First, let me just refine this a little bit, and then so that was step 1, that was step 2, 3. Okay, step 4, we're going to add here a shine bubble or a highlight. Now this varies in eyes. Some people like to have the shine bubble cover the entire eye and have it go all the way out to there. Some people like just a little small thing in the corner, and a lot of people like to add multiple shine bubbles. Like they'll put like a little small one here, and it'll be kind of like a little cut. And I like that, I do. But for this eye, I'm just showing you the simplest way. And a single shine bubble is fine. It's not like adding an extra one really matters too much. And you have to remember, this is shine. It's reflection from a light. So like if this character that you're drawing is looking at a light, obviously, or looking towards a lighter object or another person, the shine would kind of go out more. And if it was in a darker area, it wouldn't be as big. It's simple logic. Another thing is it actually depends on the character and the emotion that the character is in. Now this is just kind of just a stare, blank look. It's not like this person's happy, mad, or sad. But if this person was very sad, the shine would kind of be more downwards and be a lot less circular and pop-ish, I guess. I don't know. If the person was happy, the shine bubbles would be very big, which this is pretty big. Another thing, male eyes tend not to have too big of shine highlights because I don't know. It's always been that way in manga. Male eyes tend to have less flair when it comes to their eyes. But this is kind of, like I said, this is kind of the romance genre of eye. So that's there. I think I'm going to use a pencil here because the rest is it's all black, and I don't want to use black with this pen because it's a Sharpie and it'll go through the paper, and I don't want that. So I'm going to use this here. This is just a mechanical pencil. Oops. The next step, which is step 6. Oh wait, that was step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, this is step 5, sorry. Losing track of my own lessons. Okay, now step 5. We are going to just darken these edges. Now I know it looks a little out of shade because I drew that with pen, but I'm just doing this because I don't want to ruin this paper. If you want to use a pen and draw black, you're going to have better sketching paper than this. This is kind of generic stuff. It's not the best. Now the best way to draw black is definitely draw in one direction. Don't draw both directions because then it looks like it was drawn on paper, or you don't want it to look like it's a drawing. You want it to look like anime. Want it to look like something visual that you can imagine that, okay, that's a real eye, but still have that sense of anime and manga style. So instead of, going like this and then cutting this way and then, going like that, you don't want to do that, because then if you draw hard enough, that line will stay there, and then it will look like there were strokes there and strokes going down here, and it won't look right. So you want to just draw kind of in one direction. Now I tend to do kind of a circular thing and kind of go downwards towards here. But you can kind of do what you want. Now this isn't the only way to draw these eyes. This is just the most simple way. As you can see, it's already looking somewhat complete, and I'm just going to finish up here. Okay. Going to finish up around here. Okay. Let me just darken it a little bit more, get a better shade going on. And there we go. That is pretty much the entire eye. Nice and complete. I had to take the top off my mouth. I can kind of just, refine this line here a little bit and work on some stuff here. Another thing that I'd like to add to the eye is a kind of a line here. And that acts as like the eyelid kind of, and you can actually add another one down here, but I tend not to do that. I guess the eyebrow would be, up here. The eyebrow is always higher than you think it is, and I've learned that the hard way of always screwing up. And the nose would be, I guess, kind of go around there. And yeah, that's basically the most simple eye. It's very basic. And again, I'm sorry, this is not the best eye. It's sloppy and, well, not the best drawn, but it's very simple. And if you practice at it, it will look better than this. This is not even that good. If you just, practice at that, it becomes a process, like I've been drawing these eyes for quite some time. And basically what I would do after drawing this, I would immediately just draw another one and then draw another one and then draw another one. But my tip is to you, and this is very crucial, do not just draw a right eye. Draw an eye in the opposite direction as well, like over here. Now, I would do that in this tutorial, but I don't have enough time, and I'm only using my right hand. I would have to like move the camera and everything, which would be kind of difficult. But yes, don't get too used to just drawing this eye here. You want to learn how to draw the opposite eye, because if you can only draw one-sided eye, then, well, that eye will always look better, and this eye basically will look like a lazy eye. And you don't want that. You want both eyes to look equally as good. So practice with left eyes and right eyes. And I guess the best tip out of everything that I said is just practice. Just keep on practicing, and eventually you'll get it. Yeah, that's basically a basic style manga eye, or manga style eye. So yes, I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.